DJs in the area, or if you know someone who can talk to someone who knows DJs in the area, I would like invest time into finding a really good, if you're going for techno, then go for techno, and if you're going for like swing or something, go for that. And actually also, a lot of wires got mixed up, and some people thought it was a formal dance last night, and then it wasn't, and so that, I don't know what that happened there, I just know that that happened. It didn't matter, I rocked out in fancy dress, but I'm just saying, you might want to figure out what you're doing with that. That's all. Sorry.
The signage issue is kind of along the same lines as the map issue is. We don't know how hard things are really to find until we have a convention in the area. And there was signage up, and it was okay, but I think that now that we've had a convention in the area, we know where we need more signage. And I think we can do better next year without that.
Yeah, as far as the dance was last night and your relation to the DJs and live entertainment, I actually had one of the 4 DJs that were scheduled for the night come in after the dance started, so I didn't have a chance to set him up or get him situated and basically go over the rules. With the 3 DJs that actually did show up for their call, I always go over and make sure to tell them that, you know, play good music, play hip, you know, play music to the dance so that the people keep going, and just don't ever let the music stop. And don't try to play any. And if you see that people have been stopping dancing from what you're playing, play something different. Just keep the party going. And I have a meeting with them right before, after I get their sound check all in, just to make sure they get that. So, if you knew specifically which DJ it was, I definitely will make a note not to use them again in the future. But I am a DJ myself, and I'm an audio engineer, so I have a big pull in the audio community. So I'll definitely make sure we have good, high quality live entertainment for our night programming in the future. The first half hour? Okay, I believe I know what DJ that is, and I will address that issue. But thank you for bringing it to my attention. Cheryl.
We got it.
Those first DJs, they did walk in late. We gave them a time that they needed to be into the dance, but when the sound check that they didn't. So I will work with next year's DJs on getting them in on time, having requirements, and we will get that fixed for next year. Thank you.
That was Cheryl. She handles our DJs and our bands. She did a great job. Can we give her a round of applause, please? Okay, next comment. Don't be shy.
Some of your signs were quite good on Friday. Use a laser printer, not an inkjet.
Okay.
It's caught.
I think also using foam core instead of cardboard for some of those signs too.
Was that a volunteer to maintain the whiteboard?
No, and I say go to Comic Con.
They have a fantastic signage budget. Thousands of dollars on signage. I assure you, if I had thousands of dollars on signage, nobody would ever get lost. Next comment.
I just wanted to add to the signs. I'm a designer, and I didn't think the color choice was great because the arrows were green on green, and it was like I could not look at them from afar. So. Yes.
Thank you. Green is our color. It used to be peach. However, stark contrast next time. Solid.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
White on green. So like our t-shirts. So we will make sure that there's higher contrast, better quality print, bigger signs, and hopefully thousands of dollars on the signage. We'll be starting a Kickstarter campaign for anime Conji signage. Next comment.
So I attended the Homestart panel as well as other people, and based on the description in the prom guide, I had no idea that there would be so many panelists. There were quite a few, and there weren't quite enough chairs for them anyways, and they were sitting in the front row. Additionally, they stayed in character throughout the entire panel, and it was a Q&A back and forth between the audience and panelists. And I imagine it would be more of a discussing the story, music, and whatnot.
Well. Wait. Oh. You guys want to answer this one?
Alright. Anyways, no. The problem with that was that I'm friends with the person who was running it, and she said that, oh yeah, we're going to be doing this presentation stuff, and then she wasn't doing a presentation because they couldn't get it all together. Like, no one was able to, like, we had to change out, like, cast members. Like, I was a last-minute addition, and, like, she was last minute. Like, people kept changing, like, last second, like literally they only knew like a week before the panel that they were going to be in it. So it was really hard to coordinate like how to set up a presentation. And honestly, it was supposed to be like that, but there was so little time to plan because of how obviously there's 18 of us as the panelists. So we just kind of ran with it, and we just like were like, okay, we were going to do the whole headcanon thing, but then people forgot that we were doing headcanon, so we just did Q&A. And yeah, that was pretty much, it was supposed to be an in-character like discussion about the whole story, but unfortunately we didn't get to do that because everything got mishmashed in the middle. And hopefully, when we do it next year, it will be not so bad. Not so unplanned. We'll try and actually...
And in a bigger room.
Huh?
And in a bigger room, apparently.
Yeah, basically. We'll try and actually organize it. So, let's hope. Yeah. Sorry about that, though.
I would also like to say that like we all didn't know each other, so we all just had our main head person just say, okay, all of us need to meet up here, but we didn't have a meeting time so we all can understand what we're supposed to do or how we're supposed to do it all. Like, I understand like she was like not ready to be able to do it because like it was so huge and it's a so huge fandom, and yeah.
So does that mean you guys need more time too?
No,
we
didn't have enough time.
We need to know who's going to be in the 18 panel, the 18 people panel before like a certain time, but people kept backing out for stupid reasons.
Yeah.
So we had to keep switching through everyone, and it got really irritating. We couldn't keep everyone together. It's our fault, not conventions. Yeah. You guys are fine. And other than I would have totally liked to have this room. This would have been awesome because my voice sounds so much better in here.
Thank you, I'll keep that in mind.
Also, I would also like to say this is my first time being at Anime Conji, and even though yes, the area was very stressful, but it was really awesome. That's all I would like to say.
Thank you. I would also like to say that a lot of the panel participants in general, we don't get to meet them before they have their panel. So we go with what they give us. Hey, here's our panel description. Okay, have fun.
Also, the panel description actually got cut in half, and only the part that was about like Hosaka in general
That may be an editing error.
Really sorry about that editing error. We'll work harder on the program book next year and make sure that it is edited and triple edited. But it says convention guide as opposed to convention guide. I don't know if any of you saw the program book last year where the cover said convention guide. And I do remember being very annoyed when I saw the cover this year because I had explicit instructions that they were to get it wrong, put an X there with a little like N in there. And I was just like, I asked them to get it wrong and they get it right. Just threw it down. So, next comment. Excellent. Meet me after the panel. I want your email. Next comment.
I see Nate's getting kind of beat up over there, so I'll lift your spirits a little bit. Being a panelist from last year to this year, for me, was night and day. This year, almost everything went right compared to last year. So thank you, Nate.
I'll be honest and say it was a challenging learning curve, but definitely a lot of the feedback will give me a better idea of how to fix it for next year. And to be quite honest, it wasn't just me. I'd like to call up my program operations director, who's currently trying to hide. Stop doing that. Give this guy a big round of applause. Half the con, I swear, if he wasn't here, it wouldn't have happened. His staff is what helped programming be as strong as it was this year. So truly, it's not just me. Thank you.